Hi guys, and welcome back. My name is Lizzie, and I am an intern for the Marion County Public Health Department. And by tuning in today, you have taken the initiative to just learn a little bit more about your health. So today's topic is going to be all about eating healthy desserts. And for this lesson, you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need a pencil, a couple pieces of paper, and the access to a nutritional information calculator, and I will put a resource for that in the description. It is going to be a link to myfitnesspal.com, which is great. Okay, and without further ado, let's get right into it. So we all know that eating healthier desserts does not sound like something you want to do. Everybody loves Little Debbie products and candy and other sweets after dinner, including soda. But there are other healthier options that taste just as good. And in the absence of artificial sugars, fats, and sodium, your body will love these healthier dessert options too. Today we're going to be learning a little bit about diet and how watching levels of fat, sugar, and calories can be a healthy and educational choice. So we all know that desserts are delicious. But we also need to know that eating a healthy and balanced meal is also a really important part of keeping our bodies healthy. So if you didn't know, there is a new nutritional facts label that was done by the FDA based on nutritional advice and public input. I will put a link for that in the description. The serving size, the difference is that for this label, the serving sizes appear in bolder, larger font, and some serving sizes have been updated. The calories are now displayed in a larger, bolder font, and they're to make them easier to find. 2,000 calories a day is what is used as a guide for all these serving sizes for general nutritional advice. However, your calorie needs may be different or lower depending on your age, sex, height, weight, and physical activity level. This should all be checked out by a doctor just to make sure you're getting the right amount of calories for your body. Something else to be noted is that the daily value recommendations have been updated. 5% of daily value or less of nutrient per serving is considered low, and 20% daily value or more of a nutrient is considered high. With that, added sugars, vitamin D, and potassium are now listed, and manufacturers must declare the amount in addition to percent daily value for vitamins and minerals. So now we know a little bit about the food label. That means we can choose healthier dessert options. But something you want to do is avoid processed foods. Now, what does processed food mean? Well, NOVA system, which is something that was done by the Center of Epidemiological Studies in Health and Nutrition at the School of Public Health at the University of Sao Paulo. According to NOVA, there are 4 categories of processed foods. There are unprocessed, processed culinary ingredients, processed foods, and ultra-processed food products. So, I know I just threw a lot of words at you, but bear with me. Unprocessed foods are edible plants and animals that are like fruits, leaves, eggs, rice, and milk. These are all unprocessed foods. Minimally processed foods are natural foods altered by processes like freezing, pasteurizing, packaging, roading, and amongst others. Examples of these are like Greek yogurt, grilled cheese, grilled chicken breast, and whole grain products. But none of these processes add substances such as salt, sugar, oils, or fats to the original food, and that is why they are called minimally processed foods. Processed ingredients include substances that are refined, grinded, milled, like sugar, salt, and molasses. Processed foods are made by processing ingredients to unprocessed foods. These examples include canned or bottled vegetables, fruits and legumes, salted or sugared nuts and seeds, salted, cured, or smoked meats, canned fish, fruits and syrup, cheeses, and unpackaged freshly made bread all fall into this category. Ultra-processed food and drinks have multiple additives like artificial flavors enhancers, trans fats, and dyes. Examples of these types of foods not only include what one would refer to as junk food, like ice cream, pastries, cookies, but also quick meals that you can find, like grab-and-go food, carbonated energy drinks, chicken nuggets, frozen pizza, instant soup, cereals, and hot dogs. These are the foods that one should be careful to eat because they generally do not have a high value of nutritional content. Okay, so now you know a little bit about processing. You might have another question for you, which is, what does artificial mean? Well, artificial foods do not actually have to be unhealthy. Rather, it just means not natural. And while you're thinking, well, not natural doesn't sound good, you wouldn't be very wrong. It just means that the food is labeled as artificial flavoring. It is let's take something for example. If the food is labeled as artificial flavoring and it is something that's flavored by blueberries, it just means that the blueberry flavoring is not coming from blueberries, but rather chemicals. Generally, you would probably want to stay away from these. Gearing towards all natural sweeteners and completely natural flavors is better for your body. Now you're asking, probably, how can I use these labels to confirm my food choices? And this is the crux of the issue. A lot of people have a hard time trying to figure out which of their two options are healthiest. Well, food labels can be used to compare different products to see which are healthier. First, you can use the daily value to compare products as long as the serving sizes are the same. From here, it becomes easy to choose products that are higher in nutrients you want more of and low in nutrients that you need less of. Using the indicators of light and low and even reduced to find healthier options is a really, really good indicator of what you should be taking off of the shelves. Another thing a lot of Americans struggle with is watching what you're drinking by finding the serving sizes and calories per bottle. It just is there to remind you that a lot of times Diet Coke may have no calories, but that doesn't mean it's great for your body. It's usually empty calories, which just means there's little nutritional content in that bottle of soda, and you should probably drink a little bit more water rather than have soda all day long. For each nutrient listed in the table, there is a daily value, a percent daily value, and a dietary advice. So if you follow this dietary advice, you will stay within public health experts' recommendation of the upper and lower limits for the nutrition listed, based on a 2,000 calorie diet. Okay, so I've told you a little bit about how to figure out whether your dessert alternative is healthy or not. Just so you know that there should always be a variety of foods on your plate. Fruit and vegetables should be eaten every single day, and leaning on fruits and vegetables can actually cut down on trans fats, cholesterol, sodium, calories, and increase the amount of vitamins, nutrients, protein, and fiber in your diet. A great resource for this would be the MyPlate visual. Again, I will put a link to that in the description. And the MyPlate visual basically just shows you what your plate should look like for each of your meals, just to make sure you're getting a healthy, balanced, and varied diet. We're going to move on to this activity. This activity is actually really fun. What you're going to do is you're going to get up, you're going to open the pantry, the fridge, and the freezer, and pull out any snacks or desserts that you guys have available at home right now. So once you're done doing that, participants can look up recipes to desserts they have made in the past and find the nutritional information. A good resource for this can be MyFitnessPal or allrecipes.com. They all have the nutritional content on there already. And once the labels are found and looked up on the internet, lay them out in front of you. And this activity is called Dessert Detective. What you're going to do is order the desserts that you have either in your pantry, in your home, or online that you used before, and order them from most healthy to least healthy. And if you're doing the activity with others, use their input and help each other order these desserts in the way that you think they should. So next, after you're done ordering these, you're gonna find several recipes for online healthy dessert options. This should make you think about what type of calories is going into your body for dessert. It's going to make you think about, can I substitute fruit for something that I usually find in my pantry? And it should make you ask, are your dessert options always healthy? Do they ever exceed the daily value recommendation for sugar, fat, calories, sodium, or carbohydrates? And finally, looking back, would you be able to make a change to any of these healthier desserts? So that is the activity for this lesson. It is called Dessert Detective. It is just aimed at really getting into the mindset of watching food labels, understand what's putting in your body, and trying to find a little bit alternatives for healthier desserts. For this discussion, after this activity, I'm going to ask you a couple things. The first one is, what did you learn from this video lesson, or what did you learn from the activity? Just name like a couple things. Another question is, how can you tell the difference in healthy versus unhealthy desserts? A great question would be, what kind of fruit could you pair with a dipping sauce for a dessert alternative? And something my family really likes to enjoy is Granny Smith apples with Nutella, or we really enjoy apples with peanut butter, peaches with a little bit of cinnamon. I know it sounds weird, but it is delicious. And those are just a couple alternatives you guys could try at home. And finally, how do you know if the food you're choosing is a healthy option? This is not a black and white question. It takes a little bit of detective work, but I know you guys can do it because now you have all the tools you need to know whether the dessert option you guys have in front of you is a healthy or an unhealthy option. Alright guys, well today we have talked about the importance of food groups in maintaining good health. Desserts don't actually have to be super fattening or extremely high calorie. Substituting fruit for another dessert can mean going to bed healthier and happier. Each day for good health, we should eat a variety of fruits and vegetables from each of the food groups. We should try to eat more of these fruits every day, and by taking a good look at what we eat for dessert, we can enjoy sweets and sugar in moderation for a healthy after-dinner snack. So for the recipe for this lesson, it is a yogurt and fruit parfait. This particular recipe is perfect for an after-dinner dessert. Substituting fruit and yogurt for something like ice cream can be a perfect alternative to a dessert with a higher amount of fat and sugar. Instead, it has lower amounts of fat and sugar, and it is even lower in calories. So the link for that is in the description, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you.